So, 1969 Mercury Cougar, H code 351, center console automatic, bucket seat, came from California originally, still has a California license plate on it. Dual exhaust with glass packs. Let's see if we can thrash on her a little bit. Alright, so Jaden and I drug her in the shop. Let's do the walk around. I think those are the original hubcaps. Comment, let me know, you Cougar guys out there. I've never had a Cougar. Well, I've had a few Cougars, but I'm saying I never had a automobile Cougar that through the shop here. This is the first one. Had a lot of Mustangs, stuff like that, but never a Mercury Cougar. So we know this is off of that's so funny. Some people are pointing this out off that little clip I did. Well, what is that, a Landau T-Bird or something? Anyway, kind of cool. Yeah, you can see the little Thunderbird there. Kind of cool, kind of not. Whatever. It is what it is now. Let's do the, let's go through the inside. And then, we'll do the walk around. I'll show you the 351 and stuff. So, as you can see right here, interior's pretty legit, you know. I'm not complaining for some of the stuff we get around here. We're going to do the clean out. Center console, automatic, Kenwood tape deck. What's in here? That'd be sweet if it had like a Def Leppard tape in here or something. Headliner's legit. What? Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. How many miles are on it? Oh, 98,900. So just under a hundo, which is not bad. It's got the disc brakes. Back seat looks okay. Not bad. It looks like everything got kind of reupholstered on the center here, which is still, that's fine. It was a vinyl top car. You can see that's pretty rough, and that's the reason why this car is kind of bad as far as I don't know, like just for like if you're gonna do a restore, unless you're really motivated. The top got holes in it from the vinyl top, so kind of screwed there, but it's all right though, because we're still gonna see if she'll get down, and that's fine. You know, that's the way I love them. That's the way I love rescuing them. So it doesn't bother me one bit. Tail panel looks good. Got the dual exhaust. Got the California license plate. Last registered in 2000. That's a bonus. This car did originally, I was looking at some of the paperwork in the glove box, and it originally did come from Cali. So I think it was DSO'd, dealered out of LA, but this is Dearborn, Michigan, from what when I decoded the data plate. I think was assembled in Dearborn, Michigan. So real cool. Still got the nice white stripe from whoever swiped the side of the gas station pole. That's always a bonus. We did notice right here it's got that old man dent where they took out the dang garage, which is fine. No big deal. We don't care. As long as it burns tires, that's all I care about. So it's got the flip-up headlights. We're going to try to fix those. Let's see here, guys. Ow, mother effer. All right, so AC car. It is an original H code, which means it had the 351. So not sure if that's an original motor. I would think that it would be, but then again, you know, start looking at date codes on the side of the block and all that crap. Don't really care. I just want to get it running and driving so we could dirt track it and then take it for a rip. So what I'm going to do now, since we do got it in the shop, I'm going to start just cleaning it up a little bit, go through it, get all the paperwork out of it, get all the change out of it so it'll pay me back a little bit. And then we'll, I think I'm going to drop the tank tomorrow and clean it out so I could run gas from the back so I don't have to use the gas can, and see if we could fire this bad boy up. Alright guys, nothing too good in the trunk. Do have the original air cleaner, that's nice. And that's it. Trunk's not even really bad in here, there's a couple little holes. Get this out. Always gotta check down these fenders, that's where I always find pocket knives. Because people put their fishing stuff back in the days in the trunk, and their tackle and stuff always falls down in the fenders. So I do find good stuff down in there, but in this case there isn't nothing, so it's been pretty well cleaned out. So I'm just going to do a quick vacuum on it and then we'll start moving to the motor. Trying to put this dang tail light back in. Of course she's tight. There she goes, and tight is right. No doubt about that. But man, she wants to be a pain in the butt. Alright guys, so comment if you ever seen a Cougar tail lights. They're one of the coolest tail lights in my opinion on these old cars, because they sporadically blink. So you got 1, 2, 3 as it's going left, 1, 2, 3. And this box right here, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, let me know if I'm right. I have a feeling that's what this little computer box is to make them do that, so. Am I right? Alright, and I think we can save the tank on this one. It's varnished up, I'm going to pull it out, but I think the tank might be salvageable, knock on wood. Tanks for this one, unlike the Falcon, the little Falcon we did, which was like 200, I was looking at these, they're only about like $110, I want to say, $120. Don't understand what the difference is, but if we could save the 120, because this is just a ripper car now, you know, rip some tires, we're gonna dirt track it, and if she runs good, we haven't got that far yet, save that 120 bucks, you know, that's always a bonus. Alright, so interior's good. I feel comfortable with that. My OCD is now under wraps, meaning I can continue because the dog hair and all the nasty funk is out of this Cougar. So let's move on to the motor now. Alright, so let's do the dirty let's get down and do the dirty with this Cougar. I'm gonna throw a battery in her. I'm gonna see if she got a spark. Then from there we'll go right to the gas, right to the fuel. So you guys know the trick. We'll pull off the coil wire, see if she's sparking, and then we will find the fuel pump, which with the AC, I mean, they shoved this 351 in here and there isn't much room around it. So I'm gonna have to get underneath it. I'll throw some fuel on the pump side, see if it pulls up to the carb, which I'm probably pretty sure it will. And then from there we will see if she pops smoke. This car looks pretty legit as far as like wiring and stuff. I don't see anything way out of the ordinary just from looking at it. And it's kind of like, that's kind of why I like cleaning the cars inside, because it gives you an opportunity kind of just check around and look at wires and just look at things that are, you know, out of place. So this one, everything I've cleaned inside seems to be legit. I didn't see no wires just hanging, rat nest wires. And then I like to put the battery on and just kind of wait a little bit. Nothing crazy, but just kind of like make sure I don't see any smoke coming out anywhere, make sure I don't see no fires, anything like that. So that's usually how I do it on these old cars. You guys leave me a comment, let me know how you guys do it. All right, I'm gonna get my trusty starter here. Guys, I bought this thing, I've been doing cars for a minute. And it's just old cars, you know, you guys know. And I've always was just jumping cars, and I mean, you guys see me jump that Lincoln with a wire. And I invested in one of these. This is like the best thing I ever did, let me tell you. Makes life so much freaking easy. All right, I'm just gonna make sure the key's on. Exterior lights came on, that's good. So we're looking for that spark, a good jump. I like to hold them with pliers. I mean, you could get crazy and just hold them there. Sometimes that spark will jump through the sheathing though, and it'll give you a good one. So, all right, you guys see that, right? So it's got a nice spark on her, actually. Cougar's got some spark. So we know we're good off the coil, most likely good off the wires. The next thing, guys, is just throw some fuel to her and see what she does. So let's do that. So I'm gonna plug this back on. I hope you guys can see with this blinding light that I got going on here. I'm gonna have to remount this. This ain't cutting. Here's the Bauer lithium, and I got it from Harbor Freight, and it's a good light, man. It's awesome. You know, I think I told you this before. You don't have to run a drop cord or nothing crazy. Now, if you run this thing on high, the battery it'll go out quick. But if you keep it on medium, you get a few hours out of it, and it's an awesome light. But man, it'll blind you in a heartbeat, no doubt. All right, spark good. So I'm chomping at the bit here. I got to get up underneath this thing. I don't want to, and see what's going on here with this fuel pump. All right, you guys see the pump. All you gotta do is break the side coming from the fuel tank and run your own hose, run it off gas can, or I got that boat tank now. For all these old cars, I could just put it right in the trunk and See if she pulls fuel. You gotta make sure you pick the right line. Alright, so let's break this and let's see how she works. Watch your eyeballs. Usually I just cut these because I'll replace them anyway. Oh, that varnish gas. Oh, sorry guys. Shoot. That stank varnish gas. Ugh. Crap is the worst. Of course, this line's gonna be too freaking small. Oh, it ain't gonna play. Alright, got a little bigger line here. Come on. There it is. Alright. Got a freaking lift. I gotta do it like this. Make this straight as possible so it ain't kinking. Try to run it right through here. Alright, that's good enough. Then just to extend it, I just use this little bad boy there. Put that on the best you can. Put a couple hose clamps on it. Probably don't even have to do that, but just to keep it so it's not leaking. Hopefully we get it to drive under its own power right over to the lift side. Start dropping that tank. I just really want to see how this thing runs. See if it's got any tranny fluid in it. That's always my biggest concern. You could get them to run and then your tranny, play the tranny game. Alright guys, so I'm going to disconnect the fuel side over here. Just see if I can get some fuel, if the pump's even working. And I could get some fuel up to her. I want to see if she's a squirter. See if this Cougar's a squirter. That's always a bonus. Yeah, she's already squirting. She's got a lot of varnish in her too. Alright, that's enough of that. That varnish gas is rough, man. Alright, we'll put her back. Hopefully she'll pull some gas out of that tank. Start filling this bowl up a little bit. pumping. I might put some gas down in here in a minute. I just want to see if I get lucky. Alright. Let's see what she does. Sounds good. And my freaking headlights closed from that vacuum. So that's awesome. I want to make sure she's pulling gas because I don't have much gas in this boat tank here. Make sure that line is submerged, which it is. I'm gonna pull this fuel line one more time just to make sure I ain't got no freaking varnish gas coming out. Should be clean gas now. Yeah, that's pretty clean gas, I can already tell. Once you'll start pulling gas. Alright, that tells me she ain't pulling no gas. Squirting though. I'm almost wondering if this fuel pump, or not fuel pump, fuel filter is clogged or something. Nah, she's pumping good. Hell yeah. Alright. Just a fluke. Smoking out here. Make sure it's got enough gas pumping out in there. I can tell right off the bat, I think this thing's running on about 7 cylinders. Right off the bat. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I get lucky on the brakes, pour some brake fluid in it, because you know that's the first thing you're gonna do when you pull it out is step on the brakes. Not even meaning to, it's just habit. And now I'm gonna let her sit outside and just run for a little bit. Let me see. See if it even goes in gear, I guess. Alright, so let's do that. Let me at least pour some training fluid in it. At least we know it's not knocking or anything right now, so that was one of my bigger concerns. Which is as clean as this car is. I don't think it would, but you never know. Oh, it's got brake fluid. Alright. So master cylinder is probably shot because the brakes are rock hard, the usual. So let me see if I can start it and at least just pull it out and get it out of here, let it run for a minute. I'll turn the carburetor up a little bit too. Alright, so you can see she runs good actually. I can tell the carburetor kind of sucking. What else can I tell you? It's not as loud as I thought it was going to be with dual glass packs on it. I thought it would be a little bit meaner sounding. So I'm just going to turn this idle up, put some water in her, let her just run for a little bit. And what I think we'll do is we'll change the plugs in it, because I just don't feel like it's running on all 8. Usually that's plugged. I'm gonna dump some water in her, see if she's leaking. She looks legit. I don't see a bunch of green around the radiator, which is a good sign to tell you that the radiator got a hole in it. Let's see, what else was I gonna do? That's really about it. I'll check the training fluid. It didn't feel like it's slipping or nothing. Maybe, yeah, I guess let's work with that, guys. Let's see what that does. Runs pretty good. I couldn't be more happy. I mean, I don't hear nothing in it. No knocking, no clicking. Smooth. I wish they were all like this. I think even that carburetor might be opening up a little bit too. I don't know. If I was smart, I'd just leave the 2-barrel on it and just beat it. See what she does, but you know, me being a car guy like you, like, let's put the 4-barrel on there, let's do it, you know. I don't know, we'll see. You gotta be kidding me. In here jacking around with this tripod. Alright, so you know she runs, you know, fairly good for what she is. Got that dual exhaust. A little bit of smoke, hopefully it'll clear out. Well, that was the end of that. All right, day, what do we have? I don't know. I think we got it last week or something. So today's Monday. And let's lift this bad boy up because I've never been underneath it yet and see what we got to work with here. And we'll see how bad she is, if she's even bad at all. All right, let's do it. All right, let's check her out. So what is nice about this bad boy is it does got the disc brakes in the front, which is, you know, I don't mind drum, to be honest. With my old hot rods and what we do around here, drum doesn't bother me at all, but you know, and a little nice upgrade on the disc, that's always a bonus. Frame rails look perfect. Pans, I know the pan's a little soft, well, a little bit right there, not bad. Let's see. The quietest dual exhaust I've ever seen in my life or heard. So I don't know what's up with that. We may have to cut these pipes off. I don't know if I can handle that quietness. Anyway, let's see. We got these coilovers they put in here. Was it coilover shocks? And dual exhaust all the way back. Frame rails in the back look perfect. The inner fenders look perfect. Or not inner fenders, inner quarters, I'm sorry. They look great. And just the whole car is not bad at all. So, oh man, I was hoping it had a little drain on the side just like that Falcon did, but it didn't. That's all right. So I may be able to just pop the sending unit and just let it drain from there. We'll see. So I don't gotta pull this whole tank, run water through it, just let it kind of just rinse out that varnished gas. All right, let's see. So if we pull the pipes, of course they're gonna want to hang. It's not attached anywhere. Ooh, it's got an H pipe under it too. Okay. Is that a 9-inch? Freaking 9 under this thing too. Huh. That's awesome, 351. My buddy told me that too. He's like, a 351 H-Code car will have a 9 under it. I'm like, okay, 8.8. Nope, 9 it is. This motor's a little bit, that 9 can take a lot. I don't think this motor's even got anything close to what that 9 can handle. That's all good. Not stock anyway. All right, so let's drain the tank and let's get this bad boy going. All right, so real quick, here's the plugs in the exact cylinder they came out. They look a little bit, I mean, obviously they're a little bit fouled. I always felt like this thing was running on 7 anyway. I said that in the beginning of the video. This one looks pretty good. It's got the perfect brown to it. Everything else is pretty fouled out. But I'm gonna throw the plugs in, and I gotta go up to the auto parts store, get a few things, get the gasket for the intake, and then we're pretty much just in waiting mode until parts get here. I may clean the rest of the tank out and throw that in real quick, and we can start getting that plumbed in later. All right, so we got the 4 barrel on, the SpeedWay aluminum intake, fit on there pretty nice. I had a couple of hang-ups. The distributor, of course, the one Rock Auto sent me, I think was for a 302 because it wasn't going over the oil pump shaft. So I overnighted another one, and that one fit pretty good. So I think they just had a hiccup over there, and so I'm just gonna send that one back. Fuel tank's in, all cleaned out. Let's see if she gets some gas up to this carburetor and see if she'll fire, because I haven't fired this thing up yet. The only thing I got left is brakes, and I'm slowly getting those done, and we should be ready to rip. Today's Tuesday. I should have this thing ready to go for you guys by Friday, so cross your fingers, and we'll see how this one works. Alright, so I left the fuel hose off. I just want the line. I just want to see if I'm getting fuel pulled from the tank, and then it'll go up into the carb. We should be good. I marked the distributor. I pulled that out, marked it, set it in the exact same spot, so I shouldn't have no timing issues, knock on Detroit steel, and we should be good, guys. So let's see what happens on this here. Just gonna put a rag over it. Alright, well, my battery's dying, so that's typical. I should charge this battery. This is my battery I use on my winch. It's like the whore battery. It gets used on everything, so I always think it's ready to go, and then it's not. No big deal. We just put the charger on it. Call it a day. I'm so geeked up to hear this car. I mean, I got straight pipe on it. Should sound pretty mean. It wasn't too bad as far as like getting everything going. This car sat inside for a while. I think I said that. So all the fittings came off real easy. The brake fittings, I didn't have to put no heat to anything. Everything popped real easy. The only thing that's an aggravating doing this car is parts. It's always parts, because you need something, and you know, I'm gonna say 75% of the time I could get it that day or the day I need it, but the other 25% you always got to get it the next day. So that keeps pushing you back a day, pushing you back. So it's sometimes it gets a little aggravating, in my opinion, dealing with all these guys. It's so funny. Sometimes they'll have the parts right on the shelf, and then a part you would think that they would have on the shelf, nope, that's a no-go. You gotta order it, and then it's gotta come from a warehouse, and then you're lucky if you get it in a day or two. Oh man, I could just go on and on about parts around here. wheel peel. Fun all day long, man. That's how we do it. So guys, we did it. We brought this thing back to life, sat for 20 years, found it right down the street from my house, and got it running and driving, threw a four barrel on it, and we brought it out to the dirt track, and that's when I broke it. So I'm getting it towed back with the trailer, and but we had a great time. And hey, listen, if you guys like what I do or like what we do, please subscribe, and on to the next one we go. Don't know what it's gonna be. I'm kicking around a 69 Buick Wildcat, maybe a farm truck, and every once in a while in my dreams I know where a jet boat is that I'm trying to do as well. So we'll see if any of those work out. But until then, guys, I appreciate you. Appreciate all your support. We're out to the tow truck. Later.